Oh, okay. We're starting a soldier? Soldier in this team comp looks pretty good.
I suppose it cannot hurt to take a little holiday.
Okay. The Reaper swap is still okay. You just need to hope that your tanks are able to aggress properly. This team comp might be a little hard for healing, I'm gonna be honest, but as Reaper that shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's a little rough on the start. Go for a TP into them, put some damage on the BAP, and then wait, okay. So you're trying to decide how to aggress on them. You decide that TP is the best play. Miss a couple shots on the BAP, and then force out cooldowns. As soon as you force out cooldowns, you're in a really good spot. Just because you forced out a stun and BAP's primary safety ability, like his ability to save lives. Here, you could honestly just drop down and be in a really good spot and not need to pop your Wraith here. Here you only have one tank in front of you, and your Sigma's kind of over there. You should really be careful peeking this position, especially when you don't have Wraith, because you're probably gonna die. Yeah. Wraith is your primary safety ability, so popping it early, you want to wait, if you're gonna peek a long angle, to have Wraith. So you can kind of get back behind cover and not be worried about maybe dying to a long angle, because Reaper's range is not good. She tries to res, it doesn't work. That's a reset.
Let's try that again.
Let's just speed it up. Guys should be resetting. You lose one super late. So yeah, here it's like not ideal because you're still down as Zarya, but your team's trying to fight. You go and contest the top ground because you see the echo, which is good, and then you push up on her, get stuck a little bit, but that's okay. You should kind of maintain the aggression. You do kill her though, so that's good. Oh, she gets killed, that's good. You should, no. Okay, so first, this happens, la-da-da. So here, you're in a really good spot, right? Here, you're in a pretty ideal spot. The only person that's really looking at you is the Sigma over here. And then maybe the Brig as well, because her sightlines are good when she shields. Currently, the D.Va's not looking at you, the Hanzo's not looking at you, and the Baptiste isn't looking at you because they're all really focused on the window. So in this position, you take, what is it, 55 damage from a single orb? Oh, okay, you take 2 orbs. So you take, yeah, you take 90 damage. Or 90 damage. I can't count. 110 damage. So off of that, you're still okay. You drop down and kind of contest the D.Va, which is good. Then you avoid it, or you get out of sight line by popping Wraith. Here, are you about to go reaggress? Yeah. So you decide to reaggress without your Wraith ability, which is going to put you in a really compromising position, because now you have all these people, or specifically a Sigma D.Va, both looking at you. You're at about half health, and you have no way of getting out. So you've basically put yourself in a position where it is very easy to die. It's very lucky that you don't. Your Sigma rotates in for you pretty quickly and saves your life, but you put yourself in a really risky spot. Now here, since your Sigma kind of came to help you out, your team is all rotated. So you have a really decent fight here in front. Are you about to go rotate? Yeah. So here you could be taking this front fight and killing this Brig alongside your team. But here you're kind of wasting damage potential by rotating around the back. And then you end up pushing in front of your tanks and getting headshot by Hanzo, trying to kill the Baptiste. The Baptiste does die because your Sigma helps you out, but you get more value by assisting in the front line because this character's here for free damage, this character's here for free burst, this character just got hit as well. And if you had been in this position, you would notice that Baptiste had popped his lamp back here, and none of these targets can be saved by him. You do end up getting res, which is okay. You hold this corner, which is good. You pop Wraith for actually no reason here. Okay, it's just gonna be that. So you're literally at 250 health. Like, you have not taken a smidgen of damage. And then you pop a Wraith, your only safety ability, and still at 100% health, no worries. And now you have no safety ability if he were to put enough damage on you. Unfortunately, the Hanzo hits a headshot, so there's no real reacting to that. He just kind of shoots you in the face, and unlucky. But if you had kept your Wraith and kind of taken a fight, then you could have popped it and escaped instead of ending up with no Wraith at all. And just kind of like a fish out of water.
Join with me.
Okay, so right here, where, well, it's a little further forward. Right here, you see that top ground isn't, it's completely free right now. 100% free. Sorry about that noise. I clicked my mute button on Discord. But you could run up these stairs and kind of take this position from them. And there's a little risk in it, because Hanzo can shoot you in the face. Like, it's a little scary. But you could do it and kind of put some damage on their back. Like, maybe put damage on the D.Va, depending on your angle, on the Brig, on the Baptiste if you hard peek, which is not ideal. So you'd probably want to put damage on the Brigitte or the D.Va in this situation if you were to take this top ground. But where you are, where you end up going, the angle you're getting right here is basically nothing. Like, it is the tightest angle you could be playing. And shots in a tight angle are just going to be difficult in general, where you could be putting yourself in a very wide angle and have a lot more damage potential. So here they do end up going contesting top ground. Your Ryan's kind of like not sure what to do. He doesn't know how to aggress. You take a shot because you're a little in front of your tanks there. And then you're in a little bit of a risky spot because Hanzo's range potential is better than yours, but you end up being okay. So here your Ryan's trying to pick where to aggress. That Sigma drops off top because of the damage you put on him, which is really good. Sorry, my timing's a little off right now. Here, that's good damage on the Brig. The Brig ends up dying. So now you're up one, which is good. In a good spot. You pop down your heal. That's good. put good damage on the Rhine, or on the Echo Rhine. So here you're in a good spot. That does end up getting eaten, which is unlucky. Do you get that kill? No regs, but you still kill her, which is good. This is spooky. That's a little close. So here you're still in a good spot. This is kind of a cleanup fight at this point, or should be at least. You guys do end up popping coalescence for that. I don't know how necessary that was, but it was there. Why did you rotate here? Like here you're in a good spot. You're in a really good spot actually. What are you looking for in this rotation? Like this I'm not sure. In this spot, like your damage potential is maximized. You're behind a Rhine shield, you have two people who aren't really focused on you because the Genji's right there. You could just be shooting them. You don't really need to go around them. Oh, spooky. This angle's good. If you had started that with Helix, because your crosshair placement's like, it's basically perfect. You could start that with Helix, and yeah, she might block the Helix. She might, but you also have the potential of hitting the Helix, and then she'd be dead. And then this is good top ground contest. You kind of back up, which is okay. You could play natural cover a little bit more and kind of force him off the top ground. There's the D.Va. You want to help out your Rhine. Put some damage on the break. Hit her with that. That's nice. You're in a good spot. You're up 1 right now. Up 2. Up 3. This is fantastic. Yeah, just play cart. Just kind of play a little more ahead of cart so you can put out more damage. Yeah, just keep the damage potential up. That goes low. Ah, close. Baby D.Va. So what happens here? Moira's low. Oh, nice. So here you're in a good spot. You don't really have to back up that hard, but I do respect that you go to help your Rhine. That was a good try. If you were to help your Rhine there, you could maybe pop your heal and maybe help him, but it is unlikely. It was a good try though. This position is okay. Are you trying to C9 them? You're playing like a really aggressive angle, looking like you're trying to touch the cart and get them to back off of it. But their entire fight is for last point, so you're not gonna get the value if that's the value you're looking for there. You get really close to death. You guys do end up picking 2. And it looks like this fight is turned around. I don't know if you have to pop this here. I don't think you have to pop sights here. Like, you guys pick up 2, right? So right here you're even, and then you're up 1, right? If you were to just hit a Helix on this Moira, this fight would basically be over. I mean, you do end up picking 3 up with it, but you kind of, like, you ulted in a situation where you didn't really need to win the fight. Hanzo kills her. Okay. This is looking a little rougher now. You do put out good damage. And then the Hanzo gets low, you kill the Hanzo. This is good. You see the Moira. Moira should be your prime target, especially since she has no fade. Oh, she just got fade back. That's okay. She does end up dying because you put good damage on her and someone else can follow up. That's good. And then the rest is all cleanup. That's good. You're in a good spot here. That Diva's just kind of... You could chase her. You could chase her. You got legs. You got fast legs as soldier. You just run after her. Like, wee. Darn it. Okay. Wee. And then you'd be right on her. Like, oh, I'm over here now. And where'd she go? She's looking away. She doesn't know what to do. You see her go right. Ooh, you take a big shot. Are you okay? You might still know the Diva's right. Now you know the Diva's right. Yeah, you pop your heal off of Sima ult again, that's good. Echo Zarya, yeah, back up. Nice. A little slow on the helix. Wait, let me double, before I like really talk too much. Yeah, a little slow on the helix. You could have helixed her off of her ult, but it's okay. Well, you could have helixed her off of her. So you know that Diva's there. You still know the Diva's there. Yeah, go contest the Diva. That helix was a little early. There's like a time frame when she comes out of her mech where you can still hit her with explosive damage like that. It's one thing I like to do with Zarya a lot. Just wait a little bit longer and aim a little higher and you'll hit her with 120 damage. And then she'll be very close to death. Here you kind of pop ult, no, one fight again, but it's okay. It's okay, but like, it's not ideal. That fight was pretty much won. Well, let me double check the situation again. So here, yeah, demech the Diva. So you're up one right now. You're up 2. And then you pop on a 1 health Sigma where you could just kill him. And then you kill the baby Diva that didn't really do anything. Well, she didn't do anything after you demeched her, which is weird. And then the Widow just kind of tries to contest. Your Zarya goes way too far. I don't know what she's doing. Yeah, easy. Nice. Yeah, you're in an okay spot. You're even, but you're down a tank. I mean, be careful of that Widow. Yeah, play really safe right now. Like, really safe. They want to put all the damage they can on you. Yeah, you're doing dip living. So you're okay. Here someone needs to touch. Yeah, they touch at 3-3. And then pop decent grab. You kind of you do a 360. Nice. Good target. You saw the Echo was hurt? Ooh. You're okay. You see the Echo's hurt. Yeah, nice. It's okay. You could be helping the other two because Moira is kind of doing nothing in your backline, but you're still okay. It's a good sights. Oh, sorry, I'm slow right now. Yeah, that was a good sights. Oh, mesh. Is that the real Bastion, mate?
I'm with you.
Hello. I too am the friendly Reinhardt. Got confused off of colors for a sec. I don't know why he's playing right there. You should probably be communicating that he's a little too close. Also, you're playing a little... You could play a little bit more forward. Like, he's gonna be shielding you anyway. There's no reason to give up, like, this little angle. Yeah, you can't see because his shield's in the... his hammer's in the way. This is a good spot on the Echo. Free kill. Up 2. Yeah, so this is what I mean, like, you could be a little more forward, because you're giving up a really good angle. And, oops. Let me show. You're giving up a really good angle in the courtyard right here. You could be shooting that Moira, you could maybe be seeing that the D.Va's there. You might see that the Baptiste is there, but probably not. But here you can't see any of that. So you kind of get up, try and reposition. Your Rhine's getting contested. Could help him a little bit more. And then you've lost your Rhine. Your Rhine's not here. He's even calling for you to join him. Like right here. You've been down a Rhine for a while. You're getting shot in the back by a D.Va. Only person who's really with you is Mercy, and I mean, maybe you couldn't tell that. Honestly, these little arrows on my screen, I wouldn't be able to tell that. But you should not be here. Not at all. And then you kind of... Ooh. You hard set up to try and contest a D.Va and get yourself killed. And she tries to get out. Now you're down 2. Because your Hanzo dies. This spot isn't the worst. You could be playing a little more of the top ground. If you were up here, yeah, you might get shot by Hanzo, but currently Hanzo's not here, so you're fine. Where here you kind of meh. It's not the best angle. Like it's okay, but like up here is a little better. And then if this were to happen up here, you could always drop back. It's good that you drop back in this position. Oh, you're still... Ooh, yeah, you're okay. Oh, you... Okay, that's ballsy. That is... Ooh. That was, aggressive play right there. So... Let's just, ooh. Okay. So here you go down to half health. He pops a lamp. And then the Rhine has been shielding you this whole time, right? And then your next step is to jump forward in the lamp. Which isn't bad, but like it's risky if they break that lamp, which is 1 health. It turns out actually. Maybe? No. Okay. So, if that had turned out, I would have been very impressed. But from what it looks like, it does not look like this is going to turn out. Like, Ryan's been shielding you. Your turnaround for the Echo. The Ryan looks like he wants to back up. You see his shield is one. Your Bap has to pop his lamp, and then you jump forward and turret form in front of everyone. Again, if that had worked out, I would have been very impressed. But no, it's not going to work out. It's a rather risky position. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Okay. What value are you gonna get by doing this? Best value, you might kill the Echo. You won't demech the Diva in a one shot. Best value, you might kill the Echo. But she's also DMing. You do get the shot on the Echo, which is her thing barely runs out. So surprisingly, you could have killed her. It did not look like you should have been able to. They do end up popping lamp for her, and the Diva has been hard contesting you this whole time. And then they just kind of show up on you and blow you up. And what do you do? I'd like to see you swap off Bastion here. You're not getting enough value, and you just popped your ult. And your Ryan's just trying to hard protect you because he wants you to be the win condition, but you're not getting enough value to be that. Yeah. Like, they all just want to kill you. Your Ryan wants to protect you, but he can't protect you enough. Do end up getting one. Thank you for me out. Sorry, I'm tired. You get another, but then they even it up and then surpass, and then they're up 2, and that's why your Sig, not your Sig, their Sig try or just pops all.
Heroes never die.
I'm gonna turn on my light. Maybe that'll help me stay awake. Okay. Skip ahead a bit. I like this angle. I like this top ground.
Let's get this done.
Just need to be careful of Hanzo because he wants to shoot you. He tries to shoot you. This angle is good though. You see the Genji, you see the Sigma, you run away. That's the right play. You could run back the other direction, but like eventually the goal is to get where you are right now, so I respect it. It's just so if this were higher ranks, let me just give you a hypothetical, and you made the decision to just run across mid like that instead of taking a spot where you have natural cover, there's a high probability of getting punished. Where if you take like the secondary play, you have more options, more angles. So your Sigma's too far. Your Sigma's way too far. Your Sigma lives, which is lucky. Helix? Or it's good that you use Helix. Oh, super sorry. Yawning is very annoying. It's good that you don't Helix him. Could He still dies. Could you have killed him though? It's just like... So here, you make him pop that. You're in a decent spot. You kind of rotate for it. If your crosshair placement were a little better, which is hard because like I know joysticks aren't easy. Like I used to play on console for a while. Joysticks are not easy to aim with. But if your crosshair placement was a little better, you might have been able to helix him. But that's very minute. Here you're in a decent spot. You know the D.Va's left. You know they're contesting left. You kind of just need to contest them on left side. Yeah, you're in a good spot. Unlucky that you run for a bit. Does he still die? Nah, that's close. Ooh. That's risky. Both of you have high burst potential. In my opinion, he has higher burst potential because he just needs to hit 2 of those very fast firing arrows to your face, where you have to hit a helix and then 2 shots to the face or 4 shots to the body, where his damage potential is just a little scarier than yours, in my opinion, in that situation. Well, in my opinion. Sorry. So Genji's there. You have good potential. Yeah, very good. So here you're up 1. Honestly, I recommend taking top ground at this point. Like you're right there anyway. Like you could just go. Oh, sorry. Let me. Free cam, please. So you could just go. Oh yeah. Oh okay. And then I'm up here now. Hey there. Hey Baptiste. Hey Hanzo. And now he takes top ground, where you could be. He'd be most likely dead if you had taken top ground there. He does end up dying, and you guys get 2 for it, which is good. Sorry, coughing. This angle is good. You just need to be careful of Hanzo, like normal, because the headshots are scary. Yeah, kind of taking a bit of an off angle. That's good. You hear the D.Va, you see the D.Va, you shoot the D.Va. That's good. You see the Genji, shoot the Genji. That's good. In this position, you're doing fairly alright. Like, nothing's really happened yet. They're also down a main tank, which is huge. There's a Genji behind you. There's a Genji behind you. Counter him. He does die. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So, yeah, the Genji goes. Then you counter the Genji. So here you've already gotten value. Your team is down 1 right now. So, like, you need to play slow. If you play fast, when you're down 1, things are going to go bad. So here you kind of, like, I don't know. I guess you tunnel vision on the Moira and wanting to confirm a kill that is very hard to get, especially like she has fade, she can get away. It's a hard kill to get. And then in tunnel visioning on the Moira, you end up hard peeking the Baptiste and the Zarya. And then first you take 60 damage, then you take an extra bit of damage. Now you're below half health. Now you've taken 150 damage where you didn't even have to take more than 60. And you've put yourself in a really compromising position. Now, I'm not saying the rest of your team did perfect or anything, but right there, you put yourself completely away from your team and away from any extra value you could have gotten. That's kind of game.
No rest.
Honestly, overall, it's not the worst. I'd like to see a little more, what is it? A little more difference between aggressive and defensive play with your tanks. Because I see you push ahead of your tanks, or your main tank a few times over the course of this game. Or maybe not play with your main tank as well as you could over the course of this game. And the main tank's job is generally to take damage for his teammates. So if you're kind of making his job harder by moving ahead of his primary value, which is taking damage for his teammates, and in moving ahead of him, you're taking damage yourself, which is what I'm saying. The game is going to be more difficult because you're taking more damage, you have more possibilities for death, your main tank has to play more aggressively to try and support you, your healers have to play more aggressive angles to try and help you and heal you up from your mistake of pushing ahead of the Rhine. And it's just going to be harder in general when you do stuff like that. Also, I don't know if I started my statement with use of top ground, but I think I did. But yeah, use of top ground is a really big one, especially as like a DPS, because DPS thrive off of what angles of damage they have and where they can put their damage out. So with a mid to like close range DPS like soldier, his angles want to be, well, mid range and with a high ground advantage for a lot of angles of damage, a lot of possibilities. If you're playing low ground all the time, you're going to have a few angles, maybe even a few good angles. But with top ground, you'll have a lot more good angles in which to put out your damage. And there was another game that I actually did recently, or a review that I did recently, where I had another soldier player who just wasn't using Helix enough. Helix is 120 damage, just flat out. I think it's every 6 seconds. Every 6 seconds you can deal more than half of a squishy's health bar if you hit a direct. If you're neglecting that 120 damage potential, then you're gonna be missing out on a lot of value. And that value could be kills, it could be positional advantage by forcing them out of where they are, stuff like that. So those would be 3 main points to really work on. Like, Helix usage is good, high ground usage, and kind of playing with establishing when to play more aggressive and more defensive. That's one point. And then another one will be play behind your main tank shield if you're gonna be playing kind of defensive / aggressive. You don't really need to push past it that much. Your angles don't change that much if you push past his shield, right? So those would be my main points that I see you could work on. And then generally a point to always work on is mechanics. Always work on your personal mechanics. Strive for the best you can be in your game, because there's a point in having fun, but there's also a point in like doing your best. So I'd say those were the main points that I could see you working on and improving on to improve your game and get more value. Yeah.